Morning, y'all. A beautiful one it is. A little chilly. But this morning, I am heading out to the garden to try to put all these cabbage and broccoli and colder start plants in the ground. I actually have attempted to do this a few days ago. And when I came out here, we've been acclimating, whatever that word is, the starts, because they've been inside. So we've been trying to get them used to being outside, which is very important. And the day that I had planned to do that, I got home and they were all droopy and wilty. So this morning they're looking good. I want to get them in the ground before it gets too hot. I got a helper. Hey, I got a little helper. We did bring down a tractor bucket full of our compost dirt the other day to get ready. So I'm actually going to use that compost dirt to plant these plants. But I'll show you what I got going on. Y'all, I think most of y'all are in North Carolina. But it's been dry as you know what. So we've been having to hand water the garden. But here's my cabbage and my Brussels sprout row. Got some onions coming up. I've actually got onion bulbs in my hand right now too. And check this out. So this is where our cucumber and I don't know what these are, but these were volunteers. See all those little hands are full so I can't point, but those are either squash or cucumbers. So I'm going to try to transplant some of those because they're way too close. And then we got potatoes galore. We're still about 2 or 3 weeks out from our frost date. So the other morning, we tried to cover up the potatoes with some dirt, but we had a few of them get nipped by the frost. So they'll probably come out of it, but we got another frost coming up in probably a week. So it's too hard not to get excited when it's been 85 degrees. I can't tell if these are broccoli or cabbage. I don't know. I'm thinking cabbage, and only because I purposefully don't plant a lot of broccoli because I don't really like to preserve it. I've not come up with a great way that I really enjoy for preservation. So we typically just eat it fresh. So I don't do a whole lot of it. But I do like to preserve my cabbage and eat it fresh. So I really started several plants of cabbage this year. This might actually be kale or a different variety of cabbage. I always think that I'll know. You know, when you are doing the starts, I'm like, I'll know what it is. What a joke. This is a great time to remind you, if you do like what you're seeing on our channel, make sure to like and subscribe by clicking the thumbs up button on this video. Thanks, y'all. All right, off for a little afternoon project. Not my favorite. I hadn't talked much about meat chickens. There's not much to talk about other than we raise meat chickens probably 2 or 3 times a year just for ourselves. We try to get them to 8 weeks old. In the past, We've gotten them to like 6 or 7, maybe one batch to 8 weeks old. They're Cornish crosses, so they are the typical chicken of what you would find in the grocery store. So we are pulling them with the chicken tractor, and I'll show you that in a minute. But we pull them every day, sometimes twice a day, to put them on new pasture. And so there's the tractor pulling the chicken tractor. A lot of people have ones that are light enough to pull by hand. We built ours a little bit bigger and a little sturdier. And we added that little, I call it a condo on the back, the metal piece, because like most farms, we have predators. And we are blessed that, well, you can't see it right now, but just beyond, just like right here, not much beyond that barbed wire fence, is the creek. And with the creek comes all different kinds of predators, specifically for us, mink, which will take out an entire flock of chickens in one night. Like Charlie says, ask us how we know. We have lost, on multiple occasions, 20, 30 laying hens at a time. And this is our best option for pasture at the moment. So my job today, and they're doing really well. Like, these guys have it made. You can see that they're just chilling. They get fresh grass every day to lay around in, or to peck around and eat, whatever the heck they want to do. But at night, we scurry them into this little condo, and you can see a bunch of them are hanging out in it right now because it's shady and cool. But y'all, these things poop a whole bunch. So these chickens are bred to get big fast. We have toyed around with doing other variations of chickens, a more natural way, but these just taste freaking good, and they're big, and you're done with them. One of the problems with some of those longer time frame chickens, like Freedom Ranger, or what's the other one? Anyway, there's several varieties that you can raise out for several months, and it's more, they're more slow growing. But the problem is that they get tough really quick. And like, the dream is to have your chickens pasture raised and like just live their best life while you're raising them. But unless you keep those chickens in a chicken tractor, they're going to be tougher than shoe leather when you try to process them. So right now, whatever, controversy or not with the Cornish crosses, that's what we enjoy, that's what we raise. And so today I have I got to clean out the poop palace. So hopefully it won't take long, but thought you guys might like to see that. I just got to get, I think it's this one, and hope that they don't all run out of here. So I just got to take these screws out. They'll probably all run outside anyway. Obviously, we don't handle these birds. We handle them. We're with them all the time, like twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, but we don't make it a point to get to know them very well, if you get my drift. Ugh. Stank. Okay. That's the hard part. Maybe. This will be going on the compost pile. So, not a complete waste. Not a complete waste anyway, because it keeps them nice and clean for the most part. Yeah. Look at him trying to come back in there. Y'all get back. Oh, good. Oh, good. That was disgusting. And that was not my intention to get in there. Ouch. Oh, God, I just stuck my hand in it. And you know, the thing to do when you have a project like this is to leave the least amount of time possible. I've got to leave for town in about 15 minutes. That's the way we do things. They'll scatter it out pretty good for me, so I'm not going to worry about doing too much of that. Now, you guys are happy, huh? Okay, so I had to show y'all. It's been about a week since I planted all of this stuff. I'm late with getting a video up, but it is what it is. But check out, these are all of the plants that I planted at the beginning of the video. So they are doing fabulous. A bunch of cabbage, broccoli, kale. And then we had rain shortly after the video. Hey, buddy. And look how everything popped out. I mean, it was dying for some rain. Look at our onions, and then look at our potatoes. So these guys just took off after that rain, which is awesome. But you'll see I have a bunch of old sheets and shower curtains because we are expecting a frost, hopefully the last couple nights of frost for the spring. And so tonight we're gonna have to cover up all of these potato plants. So that's gonna do it for this week's video. Join us next week. We're gonna do a day in the life video. Have a good one.